Good morning, and how is everybody doing, and welcome back to the channel. Before we get this video started, there's one thing I would like to ask. I am so close to 500 subs, so if you could please help me out, hit that subscribe button in your lower right hand corner and become part of the family. Also, hit that bell notification so you're notified anytime that I upload a new video. I have several videos planned, several videos coming, whether it be for my Dodge truck, her charger, or any of my mowers. So hit that subscribe button, become part of the family. When I last left you, I had the 50-inch there. It was getting serviced. I have since got that done. I had to get a new tip back here for my grease gun. What was happening was it's just been used so much, these little fingers inside there just wasn't clamping onto the grease zert itself, so it was just allowing the grease to bypass. So I had to go pick up a new greaser, or a new greaser end basically for that. So the mower is all completely greased and done. I did get this little tab welded back in there for the emergency brake. Something else I did too. This thing was flapping around all over the place, so I just welded that on solid. And then it was allowing exhaust to escape around the sides and just sounded horrendous basically. Also on this Toro mower, it has been sitting for 5 years. I did put a little bit of gas in it, and just to kind of see where things were, and also I put some seafoam in there too to help with the aid with the cleaning after I get everything cleaned out. But what I wanted to show you was I pulled the air cleaner off, and you can see immediately when I pulled the air cleaner off all the gas that dripped out of there. So I grabbed a pair of my needle nose vice grips, clamped it on the hose, because I do have a new fuel filter to put on there too, just because it's been sitting so long. Oil is really clean. This is the air filter that I took out of it, and I don't know that this mower has really ever been used. I don't know what the hour meter says on it, how many hours are on it. It has 163 hours on it. So that's not a whole lot of hours at all, but we'll go ahead and change all the fluids out of it and get it fixed up for this lady. But what I wanted to say is, what that tells me with that gas on the ground there is that the needle is sticking in the up position, allowing gas to flow continuously into the bowl even though the bowl may be full. So what I need to do is, this is 10mm nuts, pull these off, pull this air cleaner housing off, and then take the carburetor off and get everything cleaned out. One thing I do want to mention, whenever you're working with gas, grab yourself some rubber gloves and put them on. Especially this is stale gas. Gas on your hands is bad enough. Getting stale gas on your hands is even worse. The smell of gas isn't bad, but when it's constantly on my hands, and anytime I put my hand up on my face, whether I'm eating, even after you've washed your hands, that smell stays on your hands so long, it's just unbelievable. So just grab some gloves, put them on, wear them whenever you're working with gasoline products. Really any chemical, you should really do that. Also, back here, I have decided I am going to put my center caps back on. Pretty much I said that in the last video too, but I am going to paint them up, which I have done so here. This is what they look like. Basically, I'm starting, this one's not in real bad shape. This one is flaking off pretty good. I don't know if somebody has painted these. They're stainless steel, but basically I'm going from this to this, and what I've done is I've taken my flappy wheel and cleaned that all off, and then masked the top plastic off, because these are a two-piece cap, which is pretty nice from Method, because if you have lockout hubs in the front, you can just pull those off and be able to lock or unlock your hubs, because they just snap in with them little tabs right there. But the more you take them off, the older they get, them tabs wear. I had, and like I said, I had purchased one from eBay because I lost one of my plastic caps. That one there, you can see that one there, how I have all them tabs siliconed. If they're loose, grab you some silicone, any RTV, put around that ring, put it on there, and then that'll hold it in place. So I guess right now I got my 10mm all ready, and I'll start taking that apart, pull that carburetor off there and get it cleaned. I'll kind of show you what I do as far as when I clean this stuff off. I don't really, I mean, I have my bench back here, but I do everything primarily over there on the ground. I lay a paper towel on the ground to put all my pieces and parts on, just because I don't know, it's outside, the smells are outside. I have my air compressor right there that I can use, and then I have my carburetor cleaner. I clean everything out, all the orifices, spray it through. So, all right, like I said, get you some gloves on and just take these two 10mm off. Usually everything's not real tight. You can just break them loose and then spin everything off with your hands. I've never taken one of these air cleaners off, so I'm not sure what's behind there. I'm sure there's like a little evaporator back here that you're gonna have to unplug the hose on. Right up top here, there's also another small little bolt you have to pull off. With the air cleaner housing out of the way, all you need to do is, everything's loose now. I pulled the oil filter, or the fuel filter out. Then you just pull your carburetor off. All right, the carburetor off. This nut here takes your fuel bowl off. You can see how gummy and crappy that fuel was. After I clean things, I lay them over here on my towel. Just take my finger, kind of scrub around in there, make sure all the varnish is loose. Sometimes it is necessary too to get you a little brush or something like that. Or take it to your local mower shop and they'll put it in their little sonic cleaner. And what that does, it has solution in it and it vibrates and cleans things. But I've always gotten by with just doing it this way. I always take my float out. To do that, you just pull this pin right here, and then you just pull everything out like that. And then this is what I was talking about. This is your needle, and then your seat is down inside there. This is pretty gummed up inside there. She did run the mower dry, she said, or ran it out of gas, but you can see how varnished up that gas is. I don't know if I'm going to get this one to run right just by cleaning it this way, but we're going to give it a shot. It may need to be soaked. Well, it runs. Had a little popping and cracking going on. Like I said, I did put seafoam in the fuel tank, so the more it runs, it'll help clean out the carburetor also. I use seafoam quite a bit in my wife's vehicle and in, you know, all of my small engines and stuff like that, just to help clean things and aid in cleaning things. Right now I'm getting the oil drained out, get the oil changed, get this back to her today, get it out of my way. Runs, it is, the idle is smoothing out. I'd start it up again, but like I said, I got the oil draining out. But the more it runs, like I said, it'll cycle that gasoline through there. I'll tell her not to put any more gas in it for just a little while. I did put quite a bit of seafoam in it, so she could fill the gas up. The seafoam mix rate is pretty low, but you know, I put quite a bit in there just to help. I believe it says here it's 1 ounce per gallon, and I put about a cup in there, maybe just a little bit more. So a little, I mean, it's not going to hurt anything by putting that much in there. I just wanted to put that much in there to really get this gas cleaning what I missed in that carburetor. That way it can really get cleaned up. So anyway, guys, I am going to run to the paint store. I got some things that I want to take care of as far as some more painting on my truck. I have paint left, but I'm going to grab some more, get it mixed together. And there's just a couple things I want to do. I got some stuff coming, some thinking. I did get shipping confirmation on my items. Should be here. One is tomorrow, one is Monday, and then I think the other one is Wednesday. So I do have that stuff coming for my truck. So stay tuned, hit that bell notification. I think for today that's pretty much going to do it. Hit that like button, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already done so, and we'll talk to you guys later on. Bye-bye.